By all means, cybersecurity is the practice of protecting computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, breaches, and malicious attacks. It includes measures such as firewalls, encryption, regular software updates, and user awareness training to mitigate risk and ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of digital assets. Hello everyone, and thanks for being here with me today. Welcome to IT Cybersecurity and Awareness Training based on real-time threats and critical scenarios. The objective of today's session is to understand the core importance of IT security and the company business data, which gives you a clear understanding about the basic requirement of the first line of defense as an end user. There is a misconception in the IT industry that IT security is the responsibility of IT department to look after it. In fact, IT security is a teamwork where everyone is involved, right from the stakeholders, management, department heads, and all end-user staffs. In short, IT security is everyone's responsibility to protect the company digital assets. Nowadays, all business industries are constantly under attack from all sides. Viruses, phishing emails are attempts to compromise websites, firewalls being probed for weaknesses. IT needs to be vigilant of threats at all times since many security incidents are begin with end users. Although we maintain controls to protect our networks and computers from these type of attacks, but with the quickly changing attack scenarios, IT again relies on end users and be our first line of defense. Before we go into the details of cybersecurity, let's have an overview of cybersecurity. This training points out the dangers of cybercrime and focuses on the importance of every employee in the fight against cyber attacks. The significance of continuous awareness training is emphasized because it creates the level of vigilance necessary to detect attacks and defend against them. Given the list of topics on this slide is acceptable and optimum routine list, where I will highlight all the topics in detail with the awareness training videos. Introduction to cybersecurity, internet and social media security, cybersecurity acceptable use, social engineering and phishing emails, sharing credentials, data security. Let's move to the first topic, introduction to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting all your personal electronic devices from unauthorized access and data theft, which includes laptops, mobile devices, and tablets from digital attacks or unauthorized access. The internet is a fantastic tool, but just like the real world, it has its risks. Cybersecurity awareness is all about protecting yourself online from things like scams and hackers. By taking a simple few steps, you can browse, shop, and bank with confidence. When it comes to protecting any personal devices or business data, importance to be given to three major elements to take into consideration. The first one is confidentiality. What does it mean? Data confidentiality ensures only authorized users can access sensitive information, or we can say protecting private information like financial records or personal health data from unauthorized access and disclosure. The second is integrity of data. Data integrity guarantees your data is accurate, complete, and consistent, ensuring reliable results and sound decision making. The third one is data availability. Data availability means your information is trustworthy and free from errors and modifications, leading to confident analysis and reliable conclusion. Take a look at this video, which covers an ideal view of cybercrime, cyber attacks, phishing, social engineering, and the importance of cybersecurity training.
A brief, fleeting encounter, a light-hearted post, and an organization becomes the victim of blackmail, loses its special edge and reputation, and goes bankrupt. Cybercrime can mean millions worth of damage. Every year, it can ruin organizations. Not a day goes by that a cyber attack is not reported. After all, worldwide, any number of hackers are attempting to penetrate the systems and networks of firms, institutions, and private individuals. Their aim? To manipulate data, steal intellectual property, and empty bank accounts. The criminals' techniques and tricks are sophisticated. Often they are so sophisticated that they can overcome even the cleverest of security systems. That is why the key to the fight against cybercrime lies within all of us. We can learn how to counter criminals' tricks more easily with training units that show us how to detect and avoid attacks and help us to remain vigilant every day. They present us with new knowledge at regular intervals and give us the opportunity to apply our knowledge in various test scenarios. What does this mean? Protection for our organization and for everyone who works with us. And it is just as useful when we are home or on the go. Cybersecurity does not end at the office door. We are the strongest line of defense, a human firewall. And each one of us has an important role, irrespective of his or her job description or position in the organization. The criminal's tricks may be sophisticated, but our vigilance remains.
The second topic is Internet and social media security. By following the best practices for social media security, you can greatly lower the chances of being hacked or scammed on the Internet. Protecting your information. The best part of protecting yourself on social media is to safeguard your personal information, followed by account security and safely staying online. Account security. Strong password mixed with special characters in alphanumeric format and implement 2FA, two-factor authentication, just like accessing the bank account where it received the second password by SMS. Staying safe online. Protecting information means keeping your privacy setting strong enough on your social media profile, limiting the habit of sharing anything, and being mindful of what you have posted online. Social engineering tactics attack individuals by disclosing their information, installing unauthorized software, accessing prohibited websites, or committing errors that leads to an organization's security risk. Let's see how social engineering works, as depicted in this slide. The attacker prepares and performs a simple phishing attack by sending a PDF attachment where malicious code is embedded, and by opening the attachment, it executes and collects all sensitive data and login credentials and sends these stolen data back to hackers for a malicious attack. Have a glance at this video live demonstrating how hackers use basic social engineering by a simple phone call to hack and bypass all the security measures.
So I invited a few of the world's best hackers to try to hack me and show me where my vulnerabilities are. And now I'm going to meet them in Las Vegas for DEF CON, the biggest hacker convention of the year. They're going to hack me using social engineering, which is essentially hacking without any code. They just use a phone and an internet connection.
Do you want to do a sample phishing call?
What's phishing?
Phishing is voice solicitation, and basically what you do is you use the phone to extract information or data points that can be used in a later attack.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Who are you going to call?
Maybe I'll call your cell phone provider and see if I can get them to give me your email address.
I bet they're good. I bet they have my back. But yeah, go for it.
I'm going to spoof from your number, so it's going to look like it's calling from you.
Okay.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Can you hear me okay? My baby, I'm sorry. My husband's like, we're about to apply for a loan and we just had a baby and he's like, get this done by today. So I'm so sorry. I can't call you back. I'm trying to log into our account for uses information, and I can't remember what email address we used to log the account. The baby's crying, and can you help me? Awesome.
In just 30 seconds,
At gmail.com?
Jessica gets access to my personal email address.
Now, if I needed to add our older daughter on our account so she could call in and make changes, how would I need to go about doing that? You would have to send me a secure PIN through a text message? Yeah, well, the thing is, I don't think I'll be able to receive a text message if I'm on the phone. Shh. Oh, I'm not on there either? So I thought when we got married, he added me to the account.
Jess uses my girlfriend's name and a fake social security number
5127.
to set up her own personal access to my account.
Wait, I'm sorry, so there's no password on my account right now? Can I set that up?
She even gets the support person to change my password.
Thank you so much for your help today.
So she just basically blocked me out of my own account.
I'll get her fed after this. All right, thank you.
Holy shit. So they just gave you access to my entire cell phone account.
You're gonna have to go on and change your password now because it's Jess, my name.
And all it took was a crying baby and a phone call.
Yeah.
The third topic is cybersecurity acceptable use. Cybersecurity acceptable use policy is a formal document that outlines the rules and expectations for using an organization's IT resources. It's essentially a rule book for keeping the organization's computer system and data safe. It means the acceptable use of company resources, internet, emails, devices, and why it matters. Avoid prohibited activities like downloading illegal content, accessing unauthorized websites, and using company resources for a personal gain. If you do not follow the company acceptable use policy, then it's a consequence of violating cybersecurity policies, leading to disciplinary action and potential legal ramification. Always follow the company given acceptable use policies as a guide in daily routine work. Good use of the internet. It means using the internet for business purpose only by avoiding entering social networks or personal or public email portals like Rocket Email or any web login browser, as we don't know what malicious emails and attachments are there that infects the system. Good use of copyright. Always look for the sources of the internet where you find the information. Not use any third-party unauthorized VPN which ultimately landed in the wrong URL sites. Avoid downloading images, videos, or music protected by copyrights. Good use of email. Use company email to communicate for business purpose only and restrict to have an offensive or harassing language or images. Good use of equipment. Take care of the element of the company. The equipment default policy must not be changed even if you have a local administration access for business use. It's always mandatory to follow the company acceptable use policy and refrain from engaging in activities that are prohibited. Have a look at this video for a quick review.
Brad is all smiles. After all, he just closed what was apparently the deal of the century with the Chromacon Corporation. He crushed that presentation. He's the man. He was so proud of it, as soon as he walked out of the meeting, he tweeted, "Just nailed a deal with the Chromacon Corporation. #rockstar salesman." Only the deal wasn't officially closed yet, and that is private organization information. It should never have been shared on social media. So Brad's boss, yeah, not exactly all smiles. Oversharing safe media. Think before you share on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You'd be shocked what scammers can learn from casual posts on social media. If in doubt, never share anything related to your work.
This is the fourth topic: social engineering and phishing emails. You know what is the real life example of social engineering? For example, an employee receives an email purportedly from their company's IT department requesting login credentials for a system upgrade, and on the top, they create a sense of urgency. There are different types of phishing attacks. The most common use of attack is by email tactics like impersonation and fake links, and in all cases it shows to action on priority. To analyze phishing emails, look for a sender information, check the typos, and avoid clicking suspicious links or attachments. Common phishing emails tactics. As given on the screen by the red arrow, we need to be very careful when social engineering comes into play. Concentrate on the following points: sender email address, the opening greeting messages, the password is given in the email to open the attachments, the title of the document. That's all shows a generic. Have a look at phishing emails, a charity case that always shows a sense of urgency. Take a look.
That's great. That's really very, very well done. Nice.
Thank you so much for putting that together, John. Well,
That's a relief.
he saved the day, didn't he? You can stay.
Guys, can
Hi,
you help?
Emily.
I got a weird email from Scott. Well, he says he totally forgot. He was supposed to send over some gift cards for his friend's charity raffle. Well, he's asking if I can run and get some because he and his assistant are both stuck in a meeting. We're supposed to have them over by noon.
So what are you going to do? Well, buy the gift cards and post them out?
No. He just wants me to email the numbers from the cards. But it's
dodgy.
for a dog rescue centre.
That sounds totally suspicious. But oh my god, they are so fluffy!
So cute. It does seem pretty weird, but I don't know, well, I'd hate to not help Scott if he's trying to do something for charity.
I know, and he does seem like the kind of guy that would get involved with stuff like this.
Hey, I care about stuff.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice, caring kind of guy.
Yes.
I love dogs. I like helping dogs and helping people.
I don't know. What if it's a scam?
I know, but look how helpless they are.
No, wait, look, guys, okay? Look, go and put it on my card. Scott can pay me back.
I tried calling him, but he didn't answer.
Yeah, he's in a meeting. Look, it's nearly noon. Take my card. Go.
Are you sure?
Yes, go. Take those little puppies with you.
Did you just do that to make you look like a really nice charitable guy in front of your assistant?
I am a really nice charitable guy. I don't need to prove anything.
Oh, where's a good place for lunch round here?
Have you tried? Oh, Scott, we just saw the email that you sent to Emily. And look, it's all taken care of. All right, we've all got to do our bit. So I've put it on my card. Okay?
What email?
About the dogs.
What dogs?
Oh no.
Oh, Scott. This is Corsica all over again. Emily!
Yes, it is always like this.
You'll get used to it.
Emily!
Phishing. Look out for emails requesting urgent action. Verify that unusual requests are genuine. Do not give out your login details over the phone or email.
You know, I've always thought it's really important to try and help those less fortunate than ourselves. You know, regardless of species, however we can, we're all in this together, you know?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, and thank you. And I feel like I've been given so much, it's important to give back.
So, how much of your money did she end up giving back on the dog scam?
About 200 quid.
Right.
Yeah, thanks. You know, I'm more of a cat person, really.
Sharing login information is a dangerous practice. This means you are granting individual entry into your personal or professional accounts. This could result in various security concerns. Loss of control. Unauthorized can take full control of your account and delete or damage the data. Increase vulnerability to attackers. Sharing credentials allows hackers entry from multiple locations, such as by using web access or get into centralized file server or even into your login profile. Reputational damage lead to security breaches, which in turn harm to the organization's reputation. Inability to perform event attribution. It's a highly concerned, very difficult to track who accesses the data and from which entry point. Accidental errors. Greater risk of mistakes leading to data breaches or loss. Login information and password. 81% of data breaches happen due to poor password security. Leaving password on the office desk habitually always tempt strangers to enter. A secret is something that is meant to be kept confidential. Watch this video on the negligence of storing passwords on an office desk. Have a look at this video.
Dave never remembers his password, so he writes it down on a post-it, usually under his keyboard. Everyone knows this. Everyone tells him it's a bad idea. Writing down your password is basically inviting somebody to get into your system. But Dave never listens. So today, Carl has decided to teach Dave a lesson. For his own good. Tough love, Dave. Tough love. Passwords. Never write passwords down. Ever. Use passwords that are impossible to guess and change them regularly. Use a password generator app. It will store passwords for you.
Data security. This is the last topic of this presentation. Certainly, there are few advanced safety instructions for data security. But before that, let me tell you what exactly the data security is. Data security is the process of safeguarding digital information throughout its entire life cycle to protect it from corruption, theft, or unauthorized access. It covers everything: hardware, software, storage devices, and user devices, access and administrative controls, and organization policies and procedures. Let's see the first one. Implement multi-factor authentication. Multi-factor authentication is very essential to protect sensitive data, just like in all bank applications. For example, is first authentication. In case of MFA, that is multi-factor authentication, or 2FA, two-factor authentication, both are same. The second authentication will be by SMS or facial authentication by using an authenticator app on personal mobile. Regular updating of Windows security patches and hot fixes will keep the system safe from any viruses and malware attacks to protect against all vulnerabilities. Encrypt sensitive data. A huge amount of data remains residing in every business organization, and data at rest must be kept in a strong encryption protocol to prevent unauthorized access. Even in the transition of data or when data is intercepted, encryption plays a very vital role. Educate and training. Keep yourself updated on the latest security alerts and be vigilant of the most recent phishing scams and social engineering tactics. Conduct frequent security audits. Regularly review the IT advisory emails concerning data security and policies in order to identify and rectify potential risk. Best practices for business and personal data. There are two major factors of data security: data privacy and data security. Data security acts as a safeguard, protecting your information from unauthorized access. Data privacy empowers you, granting control over who sees your data and how it's used. Together, they ensure your information remains confidential and respected. The next slide. Irrespective of business or personal data, there are 8 simple steps to stay safe on the internet. Let's have a quick description one by one. The first one. Regularly update operating system, security patches and hotfixes. The second one. Use the best antivirus software. In fact, better if you use endpoint security or more precise, EDR or XDR. EDR means secure all endpoints devices, providing a powerful defense at the device level, whereas XDR combines endpoint devices, traffic, cloud, and application, delivering a holistic security approach. The third one. Implement a good firewall. Microsoft offers inbuilt firewalls as a Defender services or other reputed firewall application. Fourth one. Always use the licensed VPN application for secure access to the corporate network. Fifth one. Use strong password mixed with alphanumeric with special characters not less than 8 letters. Sixth one. Remember to stay vigilant and be cautious when interacting with unfamiliar requests or messages. Seventh one. Keep the operating system clean and delete the internet temporary files irrespective of any operating system, Windows, Linux, Mac, and etc. Run the disk cleanup regularly. The last one. Pay extreme attention when connected to any public or private Wi-Fi connections. Backing up information to USB or other external devices is often against an organization's information security, and for good reason. If they end up in the wrong hands, sensitive data can be leaked, which can cost the organization a lot of money and reputation. Always apply good data protection and privacy principles. Have a look at this video that shows how the data breaches happen.
With organizations receiving cyber attacks an estimated every 11 seconds, the battle is on. I'm a journalist, Joe Shai. Helping me is ex-convicted hacker Eunice Smith. An ex-employee from South Georgia Medical Center downloaded confidential data to his USB drive. Test results, names, and birth dates were leaked. In the end, the medical center had to give free credit monitoring and identity restoration to all the affected individuals.
Yep. Data loss, it's a big business. Nico Rodriguez is an employee at a financial law firm.
She's nobody, okay? I just work with him. We just mates.
He's got a wife and kids.
I have to go. It's starting soon.
So that's this morning's session. After the break, we welcome Nico Rodriguez.
Catch up, eh? You're there?
Well, it's a conference. It's rich pickings.
Drink, please.
You seem confident. Forgive me, I was just watching how you work the room.
That's my job.
I, on the other hand, am freaking out here.
I know why.
I need to load something onto the presentation laptop, and I've left my USB at home.
Are you speaking today?
Not in there. Late request. Sorry, Janet Booth.
Nico Rodriguez.
I mean, do you see how I played that? Please, sir, I'm so confused. I've never done this before. Very new to all of this. Can't believe I left my USB at home.
No problem. You can use mine.
Thank you. I'll just get this to the organisers quickly then. Thanks. Thank you so much. I'll be back in a moment.
Just a moment. Abiso, I'm about to go on.
Tabiso is now telling Nico that private confidential information from his clients has been leaked.
What? Wait, slow down. What happened?
Nico then receives a message with a suggested amount on how to save his marriage.
You did that.
It just fell into my lap, really. I didn't even have to do much research.
Okay, Una, so what can we do to protect ourselves?
You should always store information on approved backup systems and check your policy on external storage devices, and if you're permitted to use them, ensure that you comply with security standards. And before plugging in any device onto your computer, check it with your IT security team, and never share your devices with anyone.
I'm sorry, Carol. It's not what you think.
Data breaches and suspicious activity Here are some of the largest data breaches and suspicious activity in the history of the internet world. The first one is Yahoo. There was a time when the Yahoo search engine was very famous for internet browsing and email communication. Biggest breach happened in year 2013 where billions of users' accounts were compromised. There was no mention of financial loss. The second one, Equifax, is an American multinational consumer credit reporting agency. Approximately 147 million individual accounts are affected and reported a loss of over $439 million. The third one, Marriott. Marriott International is an American multinational company that operates franchise and licenses lodging brands that include hotels, residential and timeshare properties. Over 500 million guest information is impacted in year 2018 and monetary losses are not specified. And few of the biggest data breaches and suspicious activity last year, January 2023, which includes the big industry names, PayPal, T-Mobile, JD Sports, MailChimp, and many more. This is all about cybersecurity in the era of AI. I encourage you to be the primary defense to safeguard the company's digital assets, and I trust this session was engaging and offered crucial guidance on cybersecurity, which is a priority now. Further to any questions related to this presentation, feel free to reach out at my email ID, which is depicted at the bottom line. Thank you very much.